Hello, this is Mike, NoStressMike.com. Um, Wanted to let you know this video is going to be about Chinese tea, and let's see, let me get the date here. It's the 29th of April, um, 2017, and I've had tea today, Chinese tea, 4 times in 4 different places. And it started this morning when we got up. Oh, I'm traveling with his name is Charlie. He's one of the top 10 photographers in China, and I'm traveling with him. Uh, he picked me up in Ni hao. He picked me up in that town, Panz, whatever it is, and everybody, and I don't even know how I got to that town. And then after I got there, they told me I need to go with Charlie. And so I went with Charlie, and we came back to Kunming, that's where we're at now, and we're fixing to go to, I think, Hong Kong, and we're on the western side of China. Hong Kong's on the eastern side, and we're driving, and this is what we're taking, a Mitsubishi, and that's what we're driving. But I think, like I say, he does speak English, but plans change. Just like me, how I got getting all around here, it's just been amazing. But the thing I want to focus on is tea, Chinese tea. I was with Charlie, yesterday is when I started with Charlie. And we've been, so we're on the road, we've been on the road. And yesterday, today, we, like I say, got up this morning. He had an appointment this morning, and we had some time, so he gave me a lesson on Chinese tea. And they're real. Well, let me kind of explain a little bit of it. It's real small pot, and they're real small cups, and smaller than what I know of. I thought, these little round cups like that. Well, they're smaller than that. They're really small. I'm sorry, I'm not showing it to you right now. They're inside, and they're talking. Now they're talking photography. We just finished one kind of a class on tea, and he's showing them. And so I'm gonna kind of go over it and let you know what I learned. And the thing was, the biggest thing that I learned about tea. Remember, I've mentioned before, if you want to come to China, you better learn chopsticks. I mean, you better know now. Start practicing and get ready, because they don't have silverware. Seldom do I ever get a chance to use silverware. Okay, the next thing is tea. Okay, first I want to give you an example of people looking at things. They notice things. And it's not that I look, I notice things. And one of the things I noticed is a person, a man, because I know about the men more than I do women, a man going to the restroom, and after he gets done going to the bathroom, I watch and I see if they wash their hands. And after they wash their hands, I notice, do they get 1 paper towel, 2 paper towels, or 3 paper towels? I'm talking about those ones that are folded in thirds. And the thing is, if they take one, I know they're real chimpsy. They don't want to waste anything, so they use one paper towel. If they use two, that, that's enough to dry your hands. And so that no, it's no big deal, but it's something I notice. If they use three, I realize they're wasteful. Okay, that's just a simple little perception that I have as an employer. Remember, I told you I've owned businesses all my life. And this is one of these little things that I see, and I'm not saying my employee. I'm saying if I see any guy in the bathroom and he's doing this, it rings a bell to me. I better not see him otherwise. You know what I mean? So it is something that I observe. And I found out today we went through the etiquette on how to drink tea and why. And I'm not going to show you how to do it. Well, one thing, drinking tea takes probably at a minimum, with just the two of us, was 1 hour. And when we had as many as 5 and 6 and 7 people drinking tea, it was taking at least 2 hours. Like I say, that's all I've done today was drink tea. Let's see, now it's been 10 hours. And other than eat, I've been drinking tea. And you don't drink the tea with your meal. This is one of these things on the side. Okay, now, and like I say, Charlie, not only he's one of the top 10 photographers in China, he owns a camera company. And I'm sure you haven't heard of his cameras because they're professional cameras. These are what professionals use. And so it's a big deal. He works hand in hand with German companies that make the lenses. So he just makes the housing part. His company does. Now, and he was explaining to me how because he has tea a lot. When he meets people, he has tea. When there's business, he has tea. When there's just enjoying himself, he has tea. And he says there's things that he's observed. And it doesn't make any difference if somebody is rich. Doesn't matter if they're poor. It doesn't matter anything about their education. It doesn't matter about their race. It doesn't matter about anything. But he says when he has tea with somebody, he can tell if this person, you have the upper class, you have the middle class, and you have the low class. And that tells you what you look for in an employee or someone that you're going to be doing business with, or in my particular case, somebody you're traveling with. He drives around. He drives all around China. Like I say, we're fixing to go from one end of China to the other end of China. And there's things that you observe. And when you're finding out if they're upper class, middle class, or lower class, the lower class is going to tell you that they're wasteful. Their quality of work will be questionable. Under pressure, their decision making might be questionable. It's someone you're going to have to observe, stand behind them, and make sure they're doing the kind of work that needs to be done properly. you got the middle class, and it's oh yeah, and the lower class is definitely the working ants, the working class. That's what they are. The middle would be more of, and it's not a for sure thing, but like I say, it's more of a management type class. Uh, Makes a good boss. So yeah, making a video about you, what I've learned about you today. So, and um, on the upper class, with the upper class, it's and like I say, none of this has anything to do with money or anything like that. It's that person, what you can expect about this person.
So you need to come in.
Okay.
Give me some video. To shoot me.
Okay. And it was truly amazing. And like I say, as we were drinking tea, when I would hold the cup a certain way, or when I would reach to get my cup, or how I reached, and all this stuff tells you about the person. And it's all based around manners and being polite. These are all the things I've been talking about all these years. And I never realized the importance of it. I just try to do my best. And remember I said, when I first come here, or any place that I don't understand, know the culture, I observe. I sit and watch. I mean, I just don't start grabbing my food. I wait and see the procedures on how they're going to do it. So I learn how to do it. And something as simple as having hot tea really means a lot. The way they serve it, the server, the one that's presenting all this, that means a lot. You can tell who's giving you the tea by the way they serve it. And remember, I talked about it on another video. They used tea, they poured it on their chopsticks and their cups and stuff like that. What they were doing was, they really weren't cleaning it, but that's what they told me in the translation, that they were cleaning it. But that's part of the conception of what it is that they're doing. And they did the same thing when they were making the tea. They've got a whole process that they go through when they make the tea, and they serve the tea, and they drink the tea. It's really amazing. And it's all tells something about you. And it will automatically put you the way people will judge you from this moment on by how you drink the tea. So, in other words, what I'm saying is not just the tea. There's a lot of things, because they still got to invite you to have the tea. So there's things that you got to do to get in a position to have the tea. It's really amazing. They have the tea, they socialize, then they'll do business. And like I say, I've seen a lot of business going on today. It's been amazing. This is Mike, NoStressMike.com.